And then it was just years and years and years of just trying to fight it. But I want to share. That's the coolest tune. Okay, well, maybe it'll come on again, but okay. So here's what happened. For years, I'm just battling the game of trying to stop, substituting one thing with another thing. And the more I keep thinking about how much I want to stop, what does it make me want to do at the same time that I'm thinking about it? The more I think about, I got to stop smoking cigarettes, I got to stop smoking cigarettes, what am I also thinking about? Cigarettes, yeah, hash too, maybe, yeah, that's a good point. So I'm just fighting, just a life of survival. I ended up, eventually I couldn't take it anymore, I gave up, I stopped smoking crack, I stopped smoking alcohol, drinking alcohol, thank you. I suppose you could do that. And I checked myself into a rehab center, a treatment center, even though I'd gotten off the hard drugs. Why? Because I knew I always stop, but I can't stay stopped. I keep going back. I'm just tired of this whole addiction thing. And then I go into treatment, and the treatment, for 4 weeks, and one of the counselors says, just so you know, we're the best treatment center, but if you're also addicted to crack cocaine, you got a less than 1% chance of staying sober for even 1 year. And I'm like, those aren't very good odds. Less than 1% will stay sober? And so all of a sudden, I said to myself, I don't care about my headhunting firm, my business. I don't care about anything. All I got to do is I got to get obsessed with whatever it's got to take to be that less than 1% to break free. And what I quickly found out was that the people that could stay off drugs the longest and like had a great life, they weren't suffering, they were helping other people get off drugs, and they were doing it for free. And so that's where my journey kind of started. I was just helping people to get off their addictions, not because I was a good guy, because I didn't want to go back. And I was told, if you help other people, you got less chance to go back. And so I just helped all these people for me. But then eventually I started to care about them. Something shifted. I wasn't doing it for me anymore. I was doing it for them, and it became the greatest joy in my life. And I went bankrupt. All I wanted to do is help addicts for free. I was going into jails, doing workshops. I set up every Toronto detox center. That's where drug addicts go in Toronto for All Addictions Anonymous. And when I went bankrupt, I was the richest I'd ever been. I had this little room, and I had to give away all my possessions so that I could fit in it. And it was the most richest I ever felt, because every day I was helping an addict for free. That sounds weird. It was like such a joy to help people, to just know for once I'm being useful in this world. I'm doing something that makes a difference. And then shortly after, I started All Addictions Anonymous, and that was 8 years ago. I'm not involved in it for years because it got to the point where it just keeps growing whether I'm part of it or not.